Okay, as we continue with this problem on timeline, we have this problem. So we are still on this one, which is an additional. If you don't know what we are talking about, go back to the previous videos and check what we are dealing with. And make sure you subscribe to our channel by clicking like and joining the family. Okay, now we added this one. Then now we are supposed to subtract 5,000 into 1 plus 0,0325 all over 4 all exponent. We have 10 minus 5, which is 5, then times what? 4. Then we punch this on our calculator. Okay, then as we punch this on our calculator, we check some few things. Okay, make sure you punch this and this and this, then you minus and add, you will have your answer. Okay, so our answer here, it should be I think 11,182,68. That is our answer for this one. Okay, now remember, every time you read your statement clearly, you underline, then you do your timeline, then this is what you do. Okay, now let's check the other method where we have the change of the interest rate. We have now the change of the interest rate. Okay, let's deal with change in interest rate. Whenever we are dealing with change in interest rate, we are checking some few things. For example, the general one, which is the first one, let's check. This is our timeline. So since this is our timeline, this is T0 and then this is Tn. Okay, then they said for it changes at T3 it changes, and then in T7 it changes. Hence that means from here to here we have 7% per annum, and then from here to here we have 9% per annum. Then from here to here we have 11% per annum. That is the change in the interest rate. Sorry, here it's supposed to be T5. Okay, now that is what we are having. How do we deal with this one? This one requires combination. Okay, it will say A is equals to P into 1 plus the first I can say I1 all raised to 3. Check that one because it's from here to here. It's not from here to the N. Okay, it's 3 because it's from here to here. Okay, then it will be multiplied by 1 plus I2, which is this one. Okay, so it's from 5 minus what? 5 minus 3, which will give us 2. Okay, then it will be multiplied by 1 plus I3. Okay, so it will be this period, which would n minus 5. So it is n minus 5. That's how we deal with it. Okay, the first I is that one, the second I is that one, the third I is that one. That is how we deal with change in interest rate. Okay, but now you remember that number 2, there is additional also in this one. Additional. Okay, whenever we deal with additional on this one, let's say it changes twice, not 3 times. So it's T0, then we have Tn. Okay, now let's say here it is T7. It changes from here to here, and then it changes from here to here. Okay, here let's say we say I1, and then this is I2. Okay, the investment was originally here. Okay, now come with me. Then they said after 9 years, there was an additional T9. There was an additional X2. That was X1 and then that was X2. Okay, how do I deal with such timeline? Okay, number one, I will have A is equals to P into, okay, let's write it as, that will be X1 into 1 plus I1 all raised to 7 times 1 plus I2 all raised to what? To n minus 7. N minus 7. I hope you see that one. Okay, then that was for this one. Then this one was added. So hence I'm going to say plus x2. And this was added while I'm having this single what? Interest rate. So you'll have 1 plus I2 all exponent n minus 9. Then you would have your answer as you punch your calculator. That's how we deal with it, okay? Then number 3, let's deal with the timeline where it's combination. Combination, okay? So let me try and do this timeline. This is T0, this is Tn. Then the interest rate changes here at T7, okay? Then we know that from here to here it is I1, from here to here it is I2, okay? Now come with me. Then they said here there was an additional, it's T3. In T3 there was additional X2, then it was X1. Then here there was a withdrawal at T number 9. There was a withdrawal of X3. How do I deal with this? Yo, it's such a confusing say. How do I deal? No, we say A is equals to X1. It's 1 plus I1 going straight to what? To 7 into 1 plus I2 going straight to n. So that means it is n minus 7. Okay, then plus. This one goes from here. So hence it will say what? 7 minus 3, which is 4. Okay, it will say plus x2 into 1 plus I1 raised to 7 minus 3, which is 4, multiplied by 1 plus, goes from here to the other, to the last one, I2 into n minus 7 again, okay? Then subtracted by, why am I subtracting? There is a withdrawal. Then I will say x3 into 1 plus I2 into, then I have 9, n minus 9, n minus 9. Okay, that is how I do it. Okay, so this is how we deal with timeline with change in interest rates. Remember, most people, they confuse these timelines. Make sure you do them. Okay, now let's approach one problem before we continue.